bone idol, not just a turn of phrase. Hi, this is Dymock-Johnson. Today, I'm here to warn you about the various tricks that your supposedly immortal, undying guardians get up to when you, a good, honest, hard-working necromancer, are not looking. Because, contrary to what necromantic propaganda would have you believe, undead are some of the laziest, shiftless, most worthless workers in the entire fantasy multiverse. You are better off hiring a bunch of curf-addled goblins than raising your own army of undead, because no sooner have you got them animated and supposedly working for you, they are looking for ways to kick off this mortal coil and go and do their own thing. So, first we'll come to zombies. Now, zombies seem like your tireless agents of undeath, but do not be fooled. Zombies, when they are animated, have all the musculature they had when they were immortal. Plus, they have whatever dark, infernal, necromantic power you've poured into them. And yet, they shuffle about. They're non-communicative. Most you'll generally get out of most zombies is brains. And this is a have. This is a con. They are putting one over you. They are trying to fool you. Do not be fooled. Zombies can move fast. Zombies can be agile. Zombies can be strong. Zombies have got it together. Their brain is still working. You've reanimated the brain as much as you reanimated the arm and the leg. They are merely trying to fool you so they don't do anything useful. The reason they shuffle around slowly and apparently aimlessly is that they have more free time. That is just goofing off. They are goofs. They are useless, and they've got you all fooled. They've pulled the wool over your eyes. And that's zombies. Skeletons. Skeletons are even worse. They are the ones for which the term bone idol was invented. As soon as a skeleton sort of gets it together and works out a few things, they start pulling that ship of Perseus scam on you. Now, if you're not a classically educated necromancer, you'll be asking you, what the hell is a ship of Perseus? Well, the ship of Perseus is what some old ancient philosophers started doing to talk about, does the thing continue or not? After all, Perseus had a ship, which he went out doing heroic things. So, what happens when Perseus replaces the mast, the sails, the oars, the planks, the seats? Is it still Perseus' ship? And this is a deep and weird philosophical conundrum. If you replace everything in anything, is it still the thing? Well, skeletons have got onto this as well. And they know that, if you've summoned up a horde of skeletons, you really can't tell one from the other. So they start swapping out their bones, putting other bones in. And eventually, what you've got on your side is a cheap-ass, low-rate, replaced skeleton, or the actual infernally empowered skeleton is all off in an ossuary, goofing it off, and if you've done it with a horde, you'll probably have an entire collection of bones there, just lying around, doing nothing. Well, what you think is your skeleton army is just some randomly cobbled together bits and pieces which they've found and replaced themselves with over time. Meanwhile, they're all nice and little skull niches, talking about each other, getting it on, talking away, enjoying the good life. They have fooled you. Do not be fooled. If your skeletons start acting to be a bit substandard, go check out, see if there's an ossuary that they've built and put themselves in and enjoying themselves. Be warned. You've got to keep an eye on them skeletons, because they will replace all their bones. They knock over a bunch of delvers, they'll rip out those bones. That's why they do it. That's about the only work they do, is they rip out those bones to replace theirs. So do not be fooled. The other gag you see with these lower undead types is the, oh no, you've killed me gag. And this crops up in a lot of universes. A lot of undead pull this stunt. They're corpses. They are dead already. The same sort of blows that would fell a human, or an elf, or a dwarf, or even a gnome. The same sort of blows will not harm a skeleton, or a zombie, or even a ghoul. They are powered by dark necromantic magic, probably your own dark necromantic magic. And if you're a good and capable necromancer, then those things will keep on going until the end of all time. They're not going to be knocked down just a few blows. That is a con. They are fooling you. They know that, well, your average delver is an idiot. They don't know about necromancy. They don't know about foul rituals. They don't know how actually powerful that these undead are. So, undead play the skag, where they take a few hits, and then they go down, and stop moving. After all, that's not hard for them. They're dead already. And once the delvers have moved on, and are presumably starting to kick down your actual door, and wail on your ass, once you're gone, the skeletons pick themselves up and go back to doing whatever they wanted to be doing, with the added bonus that you're no longer controlling them. It's all a con. You see evidence of this everywhere. Every once in a while, you're wandering through some boss-forgotten graveyard, or the lair of some old friend necromancer, who's long gone and being murdered by some horrible murder hobos. But the skeletons and zombies are still there. They're still wandering around, doing their own thing. How do you think that happens? They've pulled the skag. They pulled the 1-2, I'm obviously taking too much damage, I'll lie down now and not move. Delvers about some of the easiest things to fool, and that is a gag they love to play. So those are your basic undead. Yeah. Cheap house undead. You might think, I'm superior. I've got some top-rate undead. I've got wights, ghosts, or mummies, or vampires on my side. Well, these are even worse. They are the laziest of them all. Your average powerful undead likes to do nothing better than sleep in their crypt all day, all night, and all night if need be. I mean, how many times do you find, devils always are finding them in their beds? I mean, no other monster you will hire or employ will do this. There's a good chance if you hire hobgoblins, they'll be on duty when the murder hobos come knocking. But even goblins, even simple, stupid, lazy, shiftless goblins, will be out cooking meals, organising things. They'll be in the barracks. They'll be somewhere. They'll be probably incompetently doing some work. Not your greater undead. Your greater undead are found 9 times out of 10 in their bed. Why are they found in their bed? Because they are lazy. They are the laziest things in existence. So, don't hire them. Especially vampires. Don't hire vampires. Because vampires have got that charm thing all worked out. Anytime you try and ask them to do something, they will charm you. I charm. I am too charming. Go away, necromancer. I'm having some beauty sleep. I need my beauty sleep. And, they've do all sorts of gags. This latest gag they've got, the glitter gag, saying, oh yes, they can totally go out and in the sunlight whenever they want to. Look, we're all shiny and sparkly now. It's a con. They are just trying to fool you that since they can go out during the day, they can sleep during the night. Do not be fooled. In fact, do not actually be fooled. Be like me. Join the ranks of the White Wizards. And enforce your living minions. Because the undead ones are just too damn lazy to be allowed. Thank you.